So, and it's quite likely that any of your characters from Drynax actually probably would have heard of his character.
Not Slems.
Slems is in the title of today's stream, by the way.
Oh, nice. What did he do?
Well, I very respectfully mentioned that he saved us in the last session.
Too bad this is meta. That would have been a real good thing for your character for Slems to mention in his notebooks.
You haven't read the status yet, have you? Or the title yet?
No. Well, I gotta find it.
Monty's secret is he never reads the title.
That's my secret, Cap. I can't read. Wait a minute, Hulk, you can't read now.
Hulk can not go to elementary school.
Oh, speaking of which, Captain America and Captain America: Brave New World is doing better than I thought it would, box office wise.
It's because of Harrison Ford.
Yeah, maybe. That's a fairly good point. It is kind of like, who else was in that movie? It was because Anthony Mackie's fine. Was there not someone else?
Giancarlo Esposito's in it.
Esposito, yeah. His
and they kind of insinuated, like I think with the previews, that he would be a bit more a part of the plot than he was.
Yeah, I knew he wouldn't because his character didn't exist until they did reshoots. So, they added his character in when they did the reshoots. So I figured he wasn't gonna be that important, and alas, it was weird. My town is generally a pretty good bellwether for when something is going to do very well. It's useless to know if something is going to do badly, but people around here don't have a lot of disposable income to go see movies, because it's kind of just kind of the town that it is, and there's like one theater in the entire town, and generally when we go to see movies, which is kind of a lot, there might be 2 or 3 other people in the theater, maybe. A lot of the times we get an entire theater to ourselves. And Chris and I saw it yesterday, and it was there were a lot of people there. So I kind of figured that it was probably going to make a little bit of money.
Yeah. That was pretty different from when my wife and I went. There was 500 people in the movie theater.
It's pushing back on the whole, the whole stupid woke thing, oh, Captain America's woke now or whatever.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what the story was before because that movie famously had a lot of production problems, and a lot of it was reshot. So
supposedly this is according to some of the producers and executives from Disney, the last Marvel film that is being fixed with reshots, and just shoot it and then we'll fix it in the editing room and with reshots. They want stronger script. Apparently the mantra now is they want stronger scripts going forward before they even start shooting.
That's kind of a James Gunn thing. It's what he's doing at DC, is that they only start shooting on a film if the script is finished.
Could you imagine what a concept?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The thing is, I bet that some of this shit had, for example, Solo: A Star Wars Story had Lord and Miller originally attached to it, and they shot almost the entire film. And some executives got nervous and ruined it. That's more or less what happened with Solo: A Star Wars Story. So it makes you wonder if the scripts weren't very good to begin with, or if they have executives that they see a test screening and they get nervous because, you know, they're worried about the bottom line or whatever, and they start making changes and stuff, and it just kind of fucks everything up.
Right, I gotcha.
I would kill to see the original solo Star Wars story, because Lord and Miller are fantastic filmmakers, and I'm really excited. They are doing, I think like a few days ago, I was talking about a book called Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir that they're doing a film adaptation for. It's already finished principal photography. It's going to come out in 2026. That's by Lord and Miller. And like they did the Spider-Verse movies. Like, they're really good. I bet that Han Solo movie was cool. It was probably hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I remember that the two characters from the comic, Tag and Bink or something, were going to be in it.
Oh, right. I didn't read anything about that. However, if I were hired to do a Star Wars movie, and up to that point no one had found a way to put Tag and Bink in the Star Wars movie, I would try to find a way to do it.
They kind of adapted a little bit of the Han Solo books into that movie.
I mean, they took some of the locations and some of the factions, I guess.
Also, the love interest that he had in the book kind of fits with what they did with what was her name, Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kira with a Q.
Yeah, in
why
the books
not?
it was Bria.
Yeah.
If I was in charge of a Star Wars movie, Babu Frick, main character.
And Han
3
Solo's
hours.
girlfriend.
Yep,
Yeah,
and the
and
love
Han
interest.
Solo's girlfriend. There you go.
With Chewbacca and like a threesome.
Whoa. This is Disney.
Yeah. Also, Babu Frick's really tiny.
Yeah.
That couldn't
Also-
work.
Well, I mean,
it
we've
could.
already seen it in The Boys how tiny creatures can be involved in lovemaking.
I hate all of you.
Also, Monty, I'd be willing to finance that movie on one condition. Han Solo would have to have a beard in it.
There would be no Han Solo. This is about Babu Frick.
Oh,
Sorry.
maybe Han Solo could wear Babu Frick as a beard.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
so
we could have a scene. It could start out with Han Solo wearing Babu Frick as a
It's just a smash cut on his face. Like the very first shot of the film, it's just a smash cut on Han Solo's face, and Babu Frick is just like on his face as a beard.
I don't know
Babu-
why this has become like
Hey,
a running
bad
gag
baby.
for me.
And then a title card:
Babu-
Han Solo and the beard of Babu.
There we go.
Babu Frick is literally Han Solo's beard in another way, just to hide his and Chewie's relationship.
Yup.
The entire movie is just about Babu trying to get back to Han's chin.
Yup.
And we can we could make it a buddy cop movie with
Yeah.
Tag and Bink.
There you
So
go.
Daniel, do you have any exciting Babu Frick news for the rest of the week?
Well, nothing to do with Babu Frick, but the
And
Jedi
it is significantly less important. Sorry.
It's the Jedi Enclave presents you now. This is podcasting podcast will be out tomorrow morning, and as I mentioned like a few seconds ago, we saw Captain America: Brave New World yesterday. We talked about it, as well as Severance, season 2, episode 5, which was another. Every one of these episodes have just been a banger. They've been amazing. Invincible season 3, episode 4. Is that the one that happened last week?
Yeah.
The Alan the Alien
Uh-huh.
episode. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fun. In fact, I was kind of kicking myself in the ass because I knew we had so much shit yesterday. The podcast was already like more than 90 minutes long, and we kind of had to do a speed run on Invincible and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which sucked. So I think next week we're going to take a little more time for Invincible. And then Spider-Man, the amazing Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, episode 6 through 8, I think, because they've been dropping them for some reason in sets of 3. And that's actually
Okay.
been Like that I think out of all the shit that we're watching right now, Spider-Man is probably the least complex and easiest to follow. Like the plot, like there's no huge mystery plot or like crazy shit's happening. But I've ended up enjoying that show a lot more than I thought. And it makes me, it's very bizarre to me. You guys might remember that in the news a couple of weeks ago, the guy that voices Spider-Man said something to somebody about how he was really glad that the show didn't end up being woke or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder if he was trolling, because this show,
He just created some good buzz.
it might be, because I don't think, if you're the kind of person that gets really upset over like woke stuff or whatever, you are not going to enjoy Spider-Man. There's a really diverse cast. They've done a lot of like, there are several characters that they've kind of race swapped. Like the only bad guy or the only character they haven't race swapped was Dr. Octavius, who is just a white dude with a bowl cut, which is, like, to be fair, if you're gonna do a bowl cut, like, it's got to be like an incel white dude. So either this guy was just trying to get some buzz for the show and just wanted to troll conservatives, or he only read his lines in the scripts and didn't read literally anything else.
Well, I've met some voice actors, so that's not outside of the realm of possibility.
So yeah, that's tomorrow, and then my friend Ben and I are doing Zombies tomorrow night. We're doing a co-stream. That's Ben from Britain. And then I think I might do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at some point this week, and then Battlefront as ordinarily scheduled. And yes, Monty.
Deadbeat?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. I just saw a comment from Ben, and I got distracted. But yes, Deadbeat Slems. But I gave you credit where credit was due. Because you did
what that is,
you
making
did
it
say
in the notebook.
Yeah. But hey,
Well,
hold on. If you said, "Thank God this is meta," or "Too bad it's meta," because like Slims would have really liked to know that. You can't just change the rules.
Yeah, well, now that it's an insult, I am. Like, you can't just change the premise of the compliment. I mean, you set me up. You said
I decide
snicker,
the meta
snicker.
We
Oh,
speaking of meta, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and I'm sure that was going to be hilarious, as often your jokes are. We passed 20,000 followers on Facebook.
No,
Yes.
Which for Chris and I is a huge deal. We never expected to have really many more than a couple dozen. So, and I realize like a lot of the people there are there for the memes, and I get that, and I think like I'm there for the memes mostly too. But for the handful of you who watch the podcast and the gaming streams every week, 20,000 followers is huge for us, and we're actually kind of humbled by it. And I know that it's not compared to other content creators, it's not huge. And it's not like Star Wars Theory where we spend tons of money on like getting followers and shit. But like 20,000, and especially for a channel that refuses to amass a following based just on bitching about things and bitching about things that offend us and bitching about I don't know, brown people and women. I feel like 20,000 is a pretty solid number for us.
I think it'd be kind of cool if y'all got big enough, if you were able to like collaborate with like Star Wars Explained or something.
I would. So first of all, there's no. So Star Wars Explained knows who I am, and the reason is because we are both in a group chat for Star Wars Veritas, which is a Facebook group that my friend Connor runs.
Yep, I'm in that group too.
Yeah. Are you one of the mods?
No.
Right. Okay. So a bunch of like Star Wars content creator, not a bunch, like a handful of Star Wars content creators are like mods for that. And he's in that group chat. and I think liked one of my comments in the group chat once, but I guarantee you he does not remember who I am and would have no reason to remember. However, it would be an honor of a lifetime to do something like that, because I think he's amazing. I like him a lot.
It's like getting it's like getting a signed autograph back from someone. Like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
getting a signed thing back from someone.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like that one time I made a post on Facebook like a few years ago about how hot Ronan Farrow was, and I tagged him and he liked it.
Nice.
Like, I almost died. Anyway, yeah, there you go.
Well, speaking of almost dying, last session on Gungans and Dragons.
We didn't die because Deadbeat Slems saved us.
Well, speaking of almost dying, we had a couple of characters almost die in the form of Vanessa and Ukluna. But through a little bit of military invention and drugs, intervention of military. My tongue today. Anyway, they survived. You were brought back to the main settlement with the Marines, and as two of the members were going into surgery to try to save their lives for a little bit longer, you got notice that the ship that they had been building that was getting ready for its journey to the island has been stolen and is making its way to the island. But before we begin, let's start off with everybody introducing themselves and their characters, starting with April.
Hi, I'm April. I play Andrew. She's a spacer from Drynax, and does she read fanfiction written by aliens? Probably.
Well, hold on to that fan fiction apparently, because I hear the author just died, and it's probably worth quite a bit of money now.
And Daniel?
I play Ukluna. I'm a spy, and regardless of what Slems will say or write in his little journal, I'm actually a huge fan of Slems.
And Monty?
I play Slems, who is not a deadbeat, but in fact beats death time after time again. I am a Drynaxian noble that has fallen out of grace and will do everything in his power to get back into his life of leisure.
And last but not least, Sean.
Yeah, I play Gani McCore. You know, he was happy his crew is safe.
You were gonna ditch us for another character the first chance you got.
What? No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. You don't even care about Gani McCore anymore.
Well,
Gani McCourt is officially luckier than another character, and in fact, you know, Gani McCourt lived to be in. Gani McCourt's like 90, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You're as old as John Williams.
Nice.
And I am Richard. I am the game master for this Pirates of Drynax, Gungans and Dragons edition. I help guide everybody as they go through trying to be their best pirate selves. So you are all kind of in a lot of activity right now. The captain looks very worried here at kind of the main table here in the square. They've kind of unfurled a map that includes their settlement, but also includes the lake with the island across it. And she seems to be trying to make some calculations.
What kind of calculations?
There appears to be a protractor involved, and she is calling on her radio right now for wind measurements. So all of your
are we all
characters
just standing around watching, or
No, your character is actually lying down with skeletal.
Oh, I'm in surgery,
probably.
right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I won't say anything then.
What are you all doing? Are you just kind of watching as this is going down, or trying to get involved?
I have clued in the rest of the team on the lie I told to save their asses, and let them know that my lie saved their asses.
Well,
Yep.
remember
That was the last thing that you whispered. Yeah, at the end of last session.
and I said that I was going to give you back your ship shares because of it.
Oh, correction, Captain. You said you're going to give me back my ship share and one of yours.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of character, is that what I said? I can't remember.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He had like a Bugs Bunny moment with you.
Okay, no, I gotcha. It's all good. I was
I
just
told you, well, I don't want the ship shares. And you said, well, I'll give you 2. And I said, fine, I'll take 2. And then you said, well, I'm not going to give you any. And then I said, well, how many are you going to give me for real? And you said 2. And now we're here.
Okay, gotcha. What? You saved the crew. He thinks you deserve it, you know?
Well, wasn't your original intention to give him back his 1 share that you took away from him?
Listen, Daniel, I don't need your help in this.
Which, by the way, does that mean
me and the captain?
Does that mean that Slems has just been working for free the entire time?
No,
Well, for the record, we haven't gotten paid for shit for anything we've done.
Oh yeah, we are a very ineffectual pirate crew.
Technically,
actually, you did make money at the moon, and you did divvy up shares in that instance. So
I think because like April's been keeping track of our money, right?
Yes, and some of you did end up spending money on things. Like I think Daniel, you bought some armor and whatnot with your funds.
I don't think I
even
did.
Though I believe I factored it into the combat, so it technically speaking,
yeah,
even
you're
though
always buying shit.
I mean, I started with subdermal armor, like
yeah, but you also had the other armor that you were wearing at the time.
Armor plus armor can't be a bad thing.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hold on. Anyway, just post this.
Well, even if you guys did make money, you still don't have as much money as Slems does, so he's not concerned. And earning money is not what's important to him here. He doesn't even understand what a ship share was. He thought that losing a ship share was a good thing. It meant that he had to share less.
Yeah, so Ukluna, you currently have 3,045,000 credits.
So I could retire, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
it depends on the quality of life on the planet.
Also, yeah, I don't think I've spent any of it.
I believe I see on this list. Did you have the boarding vac suit improved before?
Yes.
Okay. Then you saved that money then.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought anything because I still have a shopping list right here on my legal pad.
Okay.
That I'm waiting very patiently to be able to where is it? Yeah, because I have a whole list here. I want a disguise net and a field surgical kit and a trauma pack and a chameleon vis light, whatever the fuck that is.
All right. Well,
alien cosplay kit.
Is anybody doing anything as these events are happening? At the moment, you are being kind of like ignored as they're dealing with the ship being stolen.
We need a way to go after the ship.
Slems is gonna go look for some food.
Okay. So the whole festival was kind of ruined. So it's pretty easy to find. There are tables on the edge of the courtyard that still have like treats and whatnot that were piled up that are being kind of ignored at the moment.
All right. I take my leave to go pay attention to some attention-deprived sweets.
So yeah.
Gandhi McCoy is probably going to stay in surgery to make sure that, like, he's not gonna like get involved, but he's gonna like watch over.
You
I'm
missed
gonna
a
go.
spot.
In that case, I'm gonna go update the captain and let him know what's going on.
He just wants to make sure that Includa and Veronica make it.
What,
Well,
are we
what are
gonna do
you
about
gonna do about it? Are you a surgeon?
No, but he's just gonna he's just gonna be in there.
Okay, good. Because if
Moral
I start
support.
flatlining, you better do fucking something, Sean. I swear to God.
He's a surgeon with worry
I'll
for
put
his crew.
I'll rub some essential oils on you.
No,
Okay.
don't.
Okay,
Hi,
as
I'm
you're
a
watching the-
homeopathic
uh,
surgeon.
So as you're watching the surgery happen, the person working on Veronica says that it's going quite well, and the one working on Ukluna seems to be taking more time.
Okay.
It's the bug eyes, isn't it? They're having a hard time figuring out what to do with them while they operate.
Do we stick him back in or what?
Like,
In
can I
fact,
put a towel on it, or
In fact, Gani McCoy, you do hear the doctor say, "Are these tumors?"
I'm
No.
a tumor. I'm a tumor.
He got shaped.
I thought you were gonna say he got shot, and I was like, that's not what happens when you get shot. I don't think.
What is shaped?
The first people can do it. He said. I say. Um, Essentially, they can like shape their bodies.
You mean the last people, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the last people.
I called them the first people literally the entire time we've been on this planet.
But yeah, the last people can do it. They can shape things, like they can shape their own bodies to like do things. And he got blinded by something, and
the nuke?
yeah, oh yeah, he got blinded by that large explosion, and
Well,
so
yes, the patient doesn't seem to have eyelids anymore.
but
New scalpel, please.
they,
really bad? Blind.
He's working on Ukluna as you're talking to him.
but yes, but those are his new eyes.
Stop distracting my doctor, Sean.
No, I was letting him know so he doesn't cut your eyes out.
Well, you're sitting there blabbing to him. He's
Actually, yeah, that's a good point there, Daniel. Hold on, I need to make another roll.
no, Richard. Don't start with this bullshit.
Oh
Hey.
no, you know what? That helped him focus a little bit more.
Your incessant blabbering has helped my doctor somehow.
Yep.
How did you do it?
The doctor apparently had ADHD and needed another distraction to focus more on the task at hand.
Touch his butt, Sean. See if he goes faster.
I'm good. Maybe afterward I'll do the baseball like butt slap thing.
That's entirely up to
So
you.
April, you said you're gonna go talk to the captain of the forces here?
I'm gonna go talk to our captain.
Oh, okay. Well, you see Andrew come up to you as you're trying to chat up the surgeon in mid-surgery.
We have a problem. We think the handler stole the boat. So we got either two issues here. Either we stop the boat and save the town, or we get out of here, which looks at the two people in surgery. I don't think we can do.
As you say that, you hear the doctor say, "Oh, I think we could actually stabilize both of them."
Just trying to be not heard.
AKA, it's an A-B conversation. See your way out.
Okay.
That's what you meant, right?
Right. So, at this point, Vigilin is going to come up to you, Slems, as you're eating. And he will say to you, "You have any idea? You think it's that spy woman that stole the ship?"
Maybe. You know how spies are. They've got no respect for other people's property.
I mean, kind of in their job description, yeah.
Yeah. Not my kind of people. Not our kind of people. And then I pat his hand lovingly.
Well, unfortunately, that was our only ship, large-scale sailing ship.
This is
And
our
we
ship we're talking about, right, Richard?
The sailing ship that they were using to get to the island for their mission.
Okay, understood.
He says, unfortunately, we can't just fly over to the ship and stop it. We're under strict instructions by the helper not to bring our suits that close to the island.
Did he tell you why? That seems like an arbitrary request, if he asked me.
I mean, not anything that I heard. This was a conversation the captain had with the helper, not me.
Did he say anything about us flying in to the island in the gear?
You want to attempt to fly over to the island?
Yeah, why not? I know we have Veronica. She knows how to use these things, and if she could figure out how to use this, your old pal Slems can do it.
Well,
I do have this grav belt. I know how to use the grav belt. They're the same thing, right?
Oh, you have a grav belt. So maybe a grav belt wouldn't be enough to activate whatever is wrong with that island. No one else here has a grav belt.
Oh, yeah, but like going alone.
I just remembered I don't actually have a grav belt.
You know,
it turns out it's a regular belt.
Show. It's just for show.
Here, can I see it?
Lem sighs reluctantly and hands it over.
Okay. He will examine it. Oh yeah, it's working. He puts it around your midsection, and he basically boops it on, and you start hovering.
Great.
Is this that belt?
Thanks.
Yep.
The grav belt.
I guess I just couldn't figure out how to turn it on.
He stops for a second and then says, level with me here, Slems. Is this something you want to try to keep hidden?
My grav belt?
You could tell me if there's anything you're trying to keep hidden. Don't you trust me?
Don't tell him about the
grav. The grav belt? I just told you about it.
No, I mean from everybody else.
No? No, not off the top of my head.
You're a terrible boyfriend, aren't you, in general? Slems is, I mean.
Yeah, oh yeah,
right.
God, yes. Absolutely.
I don't want to be in this conversation anymore.
How can I get out of this?
Well, in this case, I guess I should tell the captain then about your grav belt.
Well, no. I mean, like, don't tell anyone about the grav belt. I thought you asked about other things other than the grav belt.
I'm going to level with you here, Slems. We seem to be in a very precarious situation.
A lot of leveling.
Where the entire settlement might be in danger. If you want to try to level with me at this point, now would be the time.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Richard. I and Slems have no idea what you're talking about when you're saying level with me here. So,
What is it that Slems is supposedly hiding?
yeah, I got nothing to hide.
He's being honest.
Yeah,
He needs a level to build something.
Okay. He saw you acting suspiciously, so he thought you might be hiding something.
Where
Like
was I acting
information.
suspicious?
Saying that you had a non-working grav belt.
Oh,
That is kind of weird.
I guess.
Maybe you should try telling the truth sometime.
I always tell the truth. So does Slems. Always.
All right, so he's going to be going, yelling over to the captain. Captain, Slems here has a potential idea for us. And he starts walking you. He starts walking you over to the captain.
Slems is thinking to his head, is thinking to himself. Once again, our intrepid hero Slems finds himself in a pile of bullshit.
Heading. Are you Gunny McCord and
Hi guys,
Andrew
Mr.
gonna
Waffles
meet,
here.
them over at the captain's table?
Sure.
Because we're gonna have to help because we can't get out of here.
I probably heard someone say "yell captain." I was
Hi,
like,
guys.
"Oh, that's me." I'm gonna make my way over there.
Well, you see Vigilin and you see Slems walking over to the table. And as they come over, Vigilin points at Slems's belt and says, "Look, he has a grav belt. Possibly, maybe this won't trigger the island. And we can use it as a method of getting across to the ship."
Interesting.
Tell me more.
Go
Well,
on.
I mean, it's much faster than the sailing vessel. It uses less power than battle dress. Tirathark Dani, the captain, she kind of like bites her lip for a second and says, "Yes, but I'm not sure. It could be enough, a high enough technological item to set it off. According to my calculations here, with how the winds are, that ship might be able to get over to the island at this point in about 3 hours."
I'll
And
never
all the-
make it up to that. I'll never catch up in time.
By the way,
Oh well, it was a great idea.
did we ever kind of determine which way we're going with all of this? Like, did we ever kind of unite our our goal as a crew?
No, you guys decided like 3 other things while you were alone with your
Well,
guards, and you almost died, and then
there-
I had to save everybody.
There
and
were
that's
there
as
was a
much as
lot
I know
happening.
about what's going on.
We were trying to save Veronica. Which is funny because actually, Veronica probably ended up saving us.
Yeah.
So we are
Yeah,
still we are still wanting to go after the shipyard, right?
I'd like to.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah,
we
could-
can't let
I've
the
made my
Imperium have
priorities
it.
clear.
Right, and we still have we still have dudes up there.
Yeah, worm boys.
The dudes. And
Divers.
where, just taking everyone's pulse on this, where do we stand with the dragon wanting to escape? Are we fine with that now that we know that maybe he's not an asshole, or are we still trying to stop him?
I'm good with it.
No, I think the dragons definitely can't escape too. They're evil.
Is that what you meant as well?
Me?
Yeah, because the way you answered that question was vague, and
No, I'm good with the help of the
If it's
dragon
like-
escape.
Okay, so we are letting the dragon escape.
In fact, maybe he could stow away on our ship.
And he did offer to let you ride him.
Yeah.
That was the other dragon.
Oh, both of them did.
No, I think the dragon that wants to escape is the one that offered, or the one you asked, right?
Well, they
I
both
think
offered.
technically he got permission from both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so really, there's no way you can lose in this situation.
exactly.
You've really like divested.
I'm
You really
playing-
cornered the market
Yeah.
on dragon riding in this game.
I'm playing both sides, so I never lose.
Oh, jeez. So what's the consensus here? Are you all...
I'm fine with
Uh,
letting the dragon escape because he seems kind of chill after because Guy McCoy had like a little like psychic Skype with him, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And didn't we get the impression that he's like maybe he's a socialist and he just
think
wants
so.
he just wants a little bit of freedom?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing ever suspicious with an alien psychically telling you everything you want to hear.
I was just about to say the same thing. I will, of course, follow our captain's lead. But yeah.
Well, I think the lead right now should be.
Also, I don't really have much of a choice as I am currently unconscious.
But yeah. So anyway, as the captain, I'm gonna help them as much as possible, I guess, just so we can get off this planet and get the ship.
Okay.
Okay. So with the class of grav belt that Slems has, the captain says, well, theoretically, at a quarter power, and she's kind of looking at it, Vigilant is looking at it, you should be able to catch up to the ship in maybe about an hour or so, and you could carry maybe 2 other people with this, flying at a quarter speed.
Great. I'm so happy I could help. Thrilled.
The captain looks at you, Gani McCoy, and says, and there do appear to be 3 of your crew ready to go.
Give us our weapons back. We'll go.
Yeah. I'll go too.
All right. Well, Slems, it seems like you have 2 passengers.
Clem pulls out his notebook, but he realizes that he only has himself to blame and puts the notebook away.
Wouldn't it be more like Slems to actually write himself down in the book?
No, absolutely
He'd be
not.
like, I was an asshole to myself.
No, Slems can do no wrong.
I-
He's silly.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say Slums pulls out a gun and shoots himself. It's just kind of like, oh no, I can't help now. I'm dead.
In this autobiographical memoir, like Slems is the hero. He can do no wrong. Infallible to the end.
I am a little surprised that you didn't just try to like fake your own death once he started pushing you on the grav belt.
Honestly, when I sold both of my yachts to that one guy and I got all of those millions of dollars, I was literally thinking about just having Slems disappear and re-rolling a new character because I legitimately think he just would have fucked off with $40 million.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, like that's good.
But he also wanted his status back.
Yeah, that's more important.
Plus, you wouldn't have your crew.
And the princess.
And we
Good princess.
famously have been very kind to you.
I agree. Slems definitely wants his status back.
And the princess.
Honestly, I think we're gonna
And the
find out
princess.
that Slums finds the power of friendship in this in this game.
Yeah, you.
Power
Yeah,
of
Slem.
friendship granted to him through his reattaining of his social class.
All right. So yeah, you have your weapons. The captain says if you have any higher technological items, she advises you very much not to bring them and or activate them. Getting close to the island.
Take the power cell out of my sword, but I'm not letting it out of my sight again.
Okay.
Does
Also,
that
it's
mean
old.
my whip? My cool whip?
You might not want to turn that thing on.
Do you mean a cool whip?
Even though it turns you on.
Yeah. Also, Jinx, we made the whip sound at the same time.
Oh, did we? I didn't even hear yours. That's.
It's because it was exactly.
It was
the same time.
that perfect. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Okay.
Okay. I'm taking the whip, but I'll only turn it on if I get turned on. That's always been the rule between me and the whip, so I can't break that now.
It's the agreement you came to.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Vigilant says, do you need any blast words, or are you good to go for this mission?
Give us things that help kill things. I don't know. Load us up. Make this as easy for me as possible. Look at me. Does it look like I really volunteered for this? You volunteered me for this. You fuck. I mean, sweetheart.
You're the one who has the grav belt.
I told you it was broken.
It's not broken.
But it is.
Well, we've been through this. We're past this. I don't want to revisit this again.
Vigilant needs to know how to read the fucking room.
Yeah. We didn't get together for his, his level of perception.
Well, good luck, Slems. I hope you don't kill us all.
So he's not giving me anything. I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing here on this mission. Really. I'm being honest.
Piloting over to the stolen sailboat with your two friends in tow and stopping it from getting to the island.
Oh, God. This is in Slems. I thought I was just going to drop them off on the island and come back. But okay, we're doing this too. And we're off.
Because if you just go to the island, then the ship is still on its way.
Yeah, I know. This is how much Slems pays attention when things are happening around him.
It's like, wait, this is happening? Oh.
Yeah. Like he thought he was agreeing to the easier part of the mission, not like literally the whole mission. Ugh. Okay. So I tell Andrew and Ganny and the power of friendship.
Let's go.
All right, so this is going to be your flyer grab ability. So this is going to be 2d6 plus 1.
And
okay.
I use it at all the parties. I'm a whiz with this thing.
You are so before you set off, there are a bunch of other crew that come up and basically attach a harness to Slems and give you guys harnesses as well that you can attach to Slems. So one of you can be attached to his front, one of you can be attached to his back.
I'm like a stork and you're my babies and I'm going to carry you to your mom's.
That's one way of looking at it.
It's oddly specific.
I say this as I'm floating like 3 feet above the air with like my feet, like the ballerinas, how they stand on one foot, like this, floating down to you. Strap in.
Yanni says, I'll allow that analogy.
Okay. So you are The captain says, do you all need anything else before leaving? We've given you your weapons back. You have your grav belt for getting there.
Does Gani McCore ask a kiss from good luck from the captain? Yes or no?
What?
Does Gani
What?
McCore ask for a kiss from the captain for good luck? Yes or no?
Oh, are you polling us?
No. I'm saying that to myself. Like,
Oh,
I'm saying that out of character.
she seems.
It might seem like a very Michael Scott move.
You know, you've romanced 2 dragons so far. Why not a third?
So let's say she seems fairly formidable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she'd kill my character, so I'm not gonna ask. I'll be like, no, but I guess if we make it back though, go team, right?
Yeah. She says, look, you don't need to risk turning this on, but maybe if you want to keep it on, this is very low power. It should only have a range of about 20 kilometers, so it should only work like less than halfway. Well, no, about halfway to the island. So here, she passes you a little earpiece receiver.
Ah, thank you.
We can try to call you if something else pops up or we get any more information.
Sounds good. I'll take the earpiece.
Okay. Well, all strapped in. You've managed this role quite well. So how does Slems fly off from the main keep?
Basically, he says, I learned this trick at Duke such and such's house on the coast. If I hold my shirt above my head and Slems takes his shirt off, to reveal his prodigious belly. If I hold my shirt above my head with my hands, it creates a sail, and we can use the wind to glide even faster. And so I do that. And I say, if you guys would like to take your shirts off and hold them above your head, we'll have even more sails.
Sure, I'll take my shirt off.
There you go.
Well, so are you taking your harness off to take your shirt off?
Do I have a harness on?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
right.
you're gonna
to stay attached to them.
Oh, well, I can just reattach the harness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the harness off, take my shirt off, and then I'll put my harness. Oh wait, shit! People are gonna see my.
Are you attached to Slem's front or back? Just for the mental image in my head.
Are people gonna see my drug pit?
Yeah, actually, are people like are my characters like because of the stuff leaking? Are they gonna see that?
No, I mean you haven't had any brains or anything.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh my god.
Which,
Okay.
isn't that a problem all on its own? The fact that you haven't had any brains.
Does he have to? Is that like a requirement?
Yes, I could not use people's brains, but I'd be using my own brain if I did. So
Yeah.
to do that, I have to eat brains.
So
it's a problem.
How did Gani McCore pick up another addiction?
I don't know. You guys
Trying to
voted
beat
for
his
him
first one?
to be
Trying
captain,
to
not
beat his
me.
first one?
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right. So
Yeah,
describe how you're. So you fly up into the air. How high are you going?
Not very high. Because describe to me the weather. Is there a fog? Is it clear?
It's clear weather.
Okay, we're gonna stay low to the surface of the ocean, like maybe 5-6 feet above it.
Okay. Only 5 feet above it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can see off into the distance. The ship is coming into sight. There is steady wind, kind of propelling you almost towards the island, and there are a bit of choppy waves. So occasionally, you guys are actually feeling water lap against your feet as you push forward. I believe at this point you're going about 40 kilometers an hour. So, was it in freedom units, like 25 miles per hour?
I don't know who you're asking.
So, are you content to keep kind of like touching the water like this, or are you going to keep going forward like this?
I'm not touching the water like this. Like they're hanging down from me, right? I'm good. My plan's working. I'm dry.
Well, no. Well, my thinking of how the harnesses were working is they're directly attached to you. One's on your front, one's on your back.
Yeah, and either way, because of gravity, right? They would hang a little lower than me, like my grav belt,
Yeah, a little lower.
right? So if the water's touching.
You're still getting the occasional splashback yourself.
Okay, fuck that. We're going up another foot. No one else is gonna say anything.
Okay, so you all go up enough so you don't get wet anymore, or as wet. You're still getting some ocean spray every once in a while.
Okay.
Right. It's a beautiful day.
About 10 minutes into the journey, you hear a crackle in your ear, Gani Makor. And you hear a familiar voice, a Vera, in your ear.
Oh, okay.
That's you all approaching the ship, correct?
I believe so, yes.
You should leave it.
Leave the ship?
Let it do its work.
Okay.
What's going on?
May I ask why?
Because these creatures are a clear and present danger to all of humanity throughout space.
There you go.
Oh, these dragons?
Yes. And if you have an ounce of self-respect, you should not let them manipulate you.
Didn't you make a deal that you'd take it with you, though?
No, I have made no deals with any of them.
Ah, okay, gotcha. So it was just helping you then?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I mean, because one of the keepers we talked to before said the one that was helping you guys wanted off the planet. So
The one that is helping this settlement and the captain wants off the planet. I have not been helping this helper.
Oh, Vera. Okay, sorry. I thought Vera was the captain. I'm sorry.
No, this is the spy that you screwed over.
Okay, can we go back to the top? I'm sorry. Me as a player thought it was the captain.
Okay, let's rewind a second.
I'm sorry.
You hear the familiar voice of Vera in your ear saying, "Are you the Gani Makor? And is that you on your way to the ship?"
Well, yes, it is.
You should turn around. Help your own crew.
Well, I mean, but how are we gonna help our own crew though? If we turn around, like, what is your goal here?
To help save humanity throughout the stars and contain this threat.
You talk about the dragons?
Yes.
But I guess what do you have against the dragons, though?
They are immensely powerful ancient psionic life forms that have been trapped on this world for such a long time they cannot possibly be sane anymore.
I don't know. They seem pretty sane to me.
I'm sorry, are you a doctor?
I mean, think about it though. Like, what if what if the dragon that wants off this planet with you guys wants to go to the Imperium? Like, it owe you a favor, you know?
Why would we want an immensely powerful ancient alien to manipulate events within the Imperium?
Well, you just said so yourself. It's immensely powerful that can manipulate events. What if it manipulated events in the Imperium's favor?
I'd say it's too great a risk.
Yeah, but so is anything else, though. You know.
With that attitude, it is.
Save your crew. You can possibly even grab that shipyard in orbit for yourself. Why involve yourself in the politics of these aliens?
I don't know, because it feels like it's the right thing to do, I guess.
The right thing to do is to get...
This could lead to the deaths of trillions. The ancients were powerful creatures that manipulated our species, that could move stars.
So
what makes you think that these helpers will stay benevolent when they are no longer chained to this moon?
So you know what these things are, then?
That they were trapped here by the ancients?
Yeah,
that's what it's been telling us.
Yeah, maybe it'll be benevolent, maybe it won't be benevolent, but like I feel like we have enough firepower, or at least the Imperium has enough firepower. If it does go rogue, you just shoot it out of the sky.
Can I speak to one of your other crewmates?
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
No, I'm the only one here right now. Actually, we're breaking up.
Sean, you should do the hold on, I'll go get my captain. Then just use a different voice.
Hold on, I'll go get my captain. I'll be like, yeah, this is the other captain here.
This is Monty Gakur.
I'm gonna lay this out to you, Gani McCore.
Yes.
I have technology on this ship.
Yes. Okay.
If I see you get close to this ship, and the ship is not to the island, I'm just gonna power it up and see what happens. You and your whole crew might die. I am prepared to sacrifice my life for the Imperium. Could you say the same?
You're even willing to sacrifice Akluna's life, like your own protege?
He knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, she doesn't like me very much, I don't think, so...
Captain, what's going on?
Also, what about your wife?
What are you talking about over there?
He almost sacrificed himself for the Imperium twice in his mission. He sacrificed his own partner for the Imperium.
Oh, shit.
If any one of your crew would understand this decision, it would have been Ukluna back in his day of being a member of the Intelligence Bureau.
But before becoming a pirate.
So, here's the thing. We can't just leave because we have one of the one of the helpers is infected on our ship.
Captain, what's going on?
Talking to the spy master lady.
What's the word?
The word right now is we are negotiating.
Bird is the word.
What does she want to do?
If we get close,
it's the scenario Ukluna told me about, correct? When Ukluna said he was going along with my plan. In fact, part of our plan was to only tell you what was necessary. So the helper wouldn't be able to manipulate you psionically.
Oh, well...
Ukluna signed up to my plan, which was to allow this to happen, to allow the settlement to be wiped out, and to go along with the helper that you were initially with.
Oh, well, I wish someone would have told me that, because I told them your plan.
I am telling you that now.
Okay.
You have to tell her she has to give us enough time to get our 2 people out of surgery and out of the city.
Well, okay. So first of all, we have people in surgery. We have to get them out of the city. Second of all, we have to get helper off our that helper AI off our ship, or else we can't go
Well,
anywhere.
when this
According to what your crew told me, if this happens and this settlement gets wiped out, your helper will erase itself from your ship,
Oh
or
yeah.
will let you have the ship back.
Hmm. Okay.
yes,
So here's my understanding of the situation, Ganny McCore. You have a grav belt
Yes.
that can possibly transport at least 2 other people.
Hmm.
And you happen to have with you a crew member that fucked a potential asset in the name of a bastard of the Imperium. Here is a little bit of intel for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
The Duke of Deneb wants Vigilin dead.
Why?
There is an ongoing assassination effort to get rid of him.
Against Vigilant?
You can reveal this to Vigilin to make him more amenable to leaving the rest of the forces and to aligning himself with you. I give you this intel to show you that I am serious.
All right. I'll be like, okay, out of character. I feel like I'm in a real rock and a hard place right now.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be.
Okay.
Do you want to talk it out for a second?
Yeah, kinda.
What are your choices?
Well, it sounds like the 2 choices are we either try to get Vera, but she blows up the ship and whatnot. We just die anyway, or we try to get off. We try to make it back on our ship, let her blow up the town, tell Vigilant about the Duke of Deneb wants to kill him and whatnot.
But we still walk away with the shipyard?
who fucking
sounds
cares about
like
the
it.
shipyard?
Oh, I mean, I do a little bit.
I care about getting my ship back, getting out of here, and possibly not.
I mean, what if we can do both?
Well, if we can get the shipyard, that would be a bonus. Yes.
Yeah, April. I didn't mean to cut you off there earlier. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Yeah, I say. Yeah, I say we take Vigilant with us. He gets us out of the city, and we let her blow it up. But we need, I don't know, 10 hours, and we need to tell them. We need to tell them that we stopped the ship, but the ship
Okay.
was destroyed.
Okay.
She sunk the ship, and then we need to talk to Vigilant, and we need to tell Vigilant there's somebody trying to kill him, and if he comes with us and defects, that we can save him and save us and get off this planet, but everybody else is going to get, the rest of the city is going to go down.
Okay.
Also,
So
try to get some intel about the shipyard.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna.
Because
once our ship's clean,
didn't she offer something about? Because didn't she say, "Oh, you can have the shipyard"?
once our ship's clean, we already have the shipyard. We have people up there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say to Vera. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm good with doing everything you're saying, but I don't think we can leave empty-handed. If we just go back, they're gonna wonder what happened. Is there anything you can give me that we could bring back as a trophy of yours to be like,
There's
yeah,
no
we
need
stopped
for
you?
a trophy.
Well, I meant.
The ship was destroyed.
Oh, okay. All right.
We were able to stop her from blowing up everybody, but the ship was destroyed.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess.
You should
She settled it.
you should still ask for dentures though as a trophy.
No.
She says, I can make it appear as if the sails have caught fire and bring them down. That way, anybody watching from a distance could see that the ship has foundered.
Okay, sounds
Perfect.
good.
And
Also,
I can imagine you could successfully say that you are incapable of bringing a sailing vessel back without its sails to port.
okay.
Yes.
What happens to you though in all this?
What happens to me is that I do my part in protecting the Imperium.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but what about your wife though?
She gets to live her life free of this menace. She knew what she signed up for.
Yeah, but it's kind of unfair to her though, isn't it? That she'll be without you. Did you want us to at least take her a letter or something? Tell her you gave the ultimate sacrifice, or what?
She likely thinks I'm already dead.
Do you want us to? Do you want to give like? I mean, if you want,
We've been here for 2 years.
I mean, we could. If you want us to give her address, we could take her like a letter or something, or like a hollow thing. At least let her know that you weren't dead. I guess.
I always make it a policy for any mission to have a message like that ready to go if I'm not back within a certain time.
Oh,
She already knows my thoughts and feelings.
Oh,
Yeah, if she wants to be an
gotcha.
asshole about it, then fine, whatever.
What'd you say? I just need a minute so I can mute it. Sorry, guys.
Oh. I thought that he perked up when I said asshole. It was like, wait, what?
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess. If
I,
you want
I appreciate the sentiment, but I have this covered.
All right. Okay. Could you at least give us 10 hours to get out of Dodge, though?
I'll give you 8.
Okay. And I'll
Sold.
relay. Huh?
Sold.
Yeah. I'll be like, all right, sold, and I'll relay
All
this to I'll relay this to Slems and
Yeah.
Ah,
We stopped the ship. The sails caught fire. We can't bring it back in.
April, what's your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Andrew.
Andrew.
For some reason, I wanted to say Richard. I was like, no, that's not right.
Nope.
Nope. That would be awkward.
So I'll relay this to Andrew and Slems. They'll be like, okay, new plan. We have 8 hours to get our crew and everyone else back on the ship before Vera blows up the town and the boat and shit. She's gonna make it
We
look
should be
like we
able to-
caught her. Huh?
Yeah, okay.
No, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, that sounds good.
Okay. And then Slems, your new friend. Apparently the Duke and the Neb wants him dead. I guess there's a lot of assassination contracts against them, so we could get him on our side. You know, I'm gonna contact Vera again and say, how do we? How do we convince him that the Duke wants him dead? Like, how do we make it more than just hearsay? I ask.
3 months ago, he had a severe bout of food poisoning after his birthday dinner. That was an assassination attempt.
Okay.
Recall to him that no other human being has had food poisoning on this planet since we've been here with the last people.
And was it you who tried to assassinate him, or someone else?
I don't work for the Duke of Deneb. I work for the Imperium.
Do you know who tried to assassinate him?
I have suspicions.
Is the captain trying to assassinate him?
The captain is one of those career officers that doesn't involve herself in politics. If she had, she likely would be an admiral now.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
She is one of those rare examples of nobility within the naval forces.
Gotcha.
All she wants is her crew to get home.
Gotcha. So same as me then.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. These agreement. Yeah, I'm good with this deal. So I'll wait for you to set fire to your thing, and then we'll turn around and go back.
Okay. About a minute later, you see flames start to lick out in front of you from the ship, and billows of smoke start to go up into the sky as it appears as if the ship has been engulfed in flames.
Okay, and I'll be like, okay, Slems, you can turn us around now.
Slims just sighs and goes, I guess this is my life now.
Hey Slems, when we talked to
I'll be
Vigilant
back.
about,
He's put his shirt back on mysteriously, by the way, because he's caught a chill.
Slems, when we talked to Vigilant about this, let me do the talking, okay?
He kind of has like a real stressed and strained look on his face, and says, "Aye, aye, Captain."
I think Slems has a better chance of convincing him.
Well, okay, so I'll tell Slems. Okay, so Slems, you have to tell him this specifically. 3 months ago, when he had his birthday dinner, he got food poisoning. It wasn't food poisoning though. It was an assassination attempt. There's no way we know this, so he know this information is legit. And also say no one else on this planet has gotten food poisoning, just him.
Yeah, the Duke is trying to kill him
Yeah,
and
yeah,
has somebody in here that's trying to kill him. If he
yeah,
comes with us, then whoever's trying to kill him will be.
Unable to do so.
But he has to come with us, and he has to get us out of the town in less than 8 hours.
yeah, yep.
Uh,
So
Slem says, "Oh no, not Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. That's his pet name."
okay. Well, anyway, if you can recruit him to our side, please do so.
You'll get to take him
Okay.
with you.
Okay, well, turn it.
Slems is not that excited at this prospect. He's kind of hoping he could leave this one here. But, okay.
You don't want him meeting your Aslan boyfriend.
Hey man, different area codes. That
So wait
the
a minute.
golden rule.
So
And
wait,
then you show up with him to your home area code.
so if Vigilant is called Boo Boo Kitty, then what's the Aslan called?
He doesn't like
I'm also interested to know the answer to this question.
no nicknames for the other one.
It's
All
a
right.
different dynamic.
Yeah.
Slims gets the pet names in that relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh,
All right.
my
Well,
boyfriend Catheel.
turning around back into the settlement. Are you landing right at the keep again?
Sure. I'll be like, it's done. We set fire to her ship.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I just stay
there-
floating though? Is that okay? Is my roll good enough to just stay floating?
Roll 2d6 plus 1
God
as they're
damn
unclasping them from your harness.
it. 5.
Do my own harness.
You kind of just fall on your ass as you're trying to get uncoupled together. It's a little bit awkward, but there's plenty of like cheering people that are grabbing you all back up to your feet. You can see the Marines are all back cheering. Vigilant is there as well with the captain, and they said we saw the flames from here. Good work, everyone.
Yeah. Yep.
I bow and take full credit, even though I have no idea what the conversation was about.
Did she put up with the fight?
Yes, but we kind of did a drive-by.
At this stage, you, Daniel, are woken up by cheering. You are kind of like covered in bandages, and you have a nurse kind of over you who he's just kind of like sponging your forehead right now of just getting rid of some of the sweat, and he says he just whispers into your ear, "Your crew just saved us all."
I think the anesthetics would probably still make me pretty delirious, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna give him a thumbs up and then put my head back on the pillow.
You can see across from you on another cot, your other
my penis. How'd it get over there? No.
Okay, on the other cot, Veronica is also conscious and is looking over at you. She looks like shit. She has a lot of bandages all over her body. Her armor is being taken off, and she has like a heavily bandaged stump where her right arm used to be.
In a joking, comradical tone, I'm gonna hold my middle finger up and say, "How many fingers do you see, Veronica?"
Let's see. She looks back at you. It's like this many, and then she says, "Fuck."
Did she hold up her stump?
Her on her hand, and then she raises her on her hand and gives you the finger back.
Oh, well, glad to know you're still alive. That's good.
So when we get back, or as we're going back, I'm gonna say to Andrew, Andrew, when we get back, I need you to gather Veronica.
Oh, so this is retconning a little bit?
Oh, did we arrive back already?
Yes.
Okay, so when we make, okay, so I'll say when we, so as we're going back to camp, I'm gonna kind of pull Andrew and Slems to the side and be like, okay, Andrew, I need you to grab Akluna and Veronica and get them up and going as quick as possible because I want to tell them about what happened, the deal we made. And then
yes, we'll need Vigilance help to get out of the city.
Right, I'm gonna go with Slems. Slems, I'll let you do the talking.
Okay.
And then just meet us with Slems and meet us with Vigilance.
Well, the captain announces while you're all kind of there that they are going to have a true Emperor's Day feast in honor of this attempt on the settlement being thwarted. It will occur in 4 hours. Everyone should try to get some rest before then. But everyone did a great job today, and she feels like all of them are going to be home soon.
Slems adds, if it's going to be a true Emperor's Day's feast, don't you think everyone should be here, and we should call in everyone?
Yeah,
everyone is
come to the city. Well, don't they have like outposts?
No.
All right, never mind. Welcome.
Well, excuse the fuck out of me for not knowing every single thing in the world.
You're like, I thought I was being more bloodthirsty, trying to get them all, but no, they're already all here. All right, continue the genocide.
Okay.
Have fun with your genocide, guys. Bye.
So you see Vigilant is talking to a bunch of other Marines, Slems. They're all in their battle dress.
Okay. I go over with my captain in tow, and
So go to the medical tents.
And I walk over and I do the worst fucking salute you've ever seen in your life, and I say, "Sir, my captain is here, and there's something we need to speak, talk. Can I get you over here so I could like tell you a few things?"
Vigilant kind of like cocks his head to the side in his helmet and then dismisses the Marines. He kind of walks you all to the side. He's towering over you guys as he's in the battle dress. His helmet splits apart, and you can see him just like staring down. And he says, "What's going on?"
Okay, so I know you're wearing armor where you could crush my head like a grape with, no effort. So please keep that in mind and please remain calm when I say, I know how you got food poisoning 3 months ago. The Duke is trying to kill you, and he has someone here trying to kill you.
Specifically, the Duke of Deneb.
He nods slowly. I was about to ask, which Duke?
Oh, I can't be bothered with those details. Your life is in danger. That's all that matters to me.
I see. How did you come across this information? I know you haven't been on this world that long.
Well,
We found it on
I
Vera's
look at-
body.
there you go.
She was contracted to kill you. She bungled the first hit, and she was trying to be cautious with the second one. But we found it on her body. It was a hollow.
Interesting. Let's see. Ganymakor. Let me look at your character sheet for a second.
If you get for lying.
Oh, you don't actually have... Ganymakor doesn't have deception. Okay, so this is just going to be 2d6 because of your high soch.
So he doesn't know that I'm lying, though. Like, he has no frame of reference for this. Can I get a +1 potentially or so?
I'd say with the truths that you're interweaving with this, you can basically roll with advantage. Roll twice and take the better of the two.
Okay, thank you. 4 and a 7.
7.
I'll take the 7.
Okay.
We'll take the less failure, please.
Well, no, I mean, 8 is an average, so if this was easy, then he could have succeeded as well. Vigilant nods slowly and says, all right, I had some suspicions when that first happened, and that does seem to track. But I don't imagine you're saying this to me out of any sort of charity. What do you want?
I'll let Slems go lead with that.
We need to get the hell out of here.
And how would that happen?
With our ship.
Do you know where your ship is?
I could call it back.
All right. So we can wait for your ship to come back then.
Yes, but we got to leave in 8 hours.
Why?
Okay, out of character. Should I tell them, guys, or no?
That was the plan.
Yep.
The plan
Okay.
to tell him, you mean, or not to tell him?
The plan was to tell him that we need to get out of here, and the city's going to be destroyed in 8 hours, and he can either come with us or
Oh yeah, fuck it, tell him.
explode.
Or die.
So
We need your help to get out of the
I
city.
mean, he's not going to want to stay with someone who's trying to have him killed, right?
So Vera,
I don't think.
she was able to jury rig a bomb that's going to blow this whole thing up. There's no way to stop it. We tried. It's going to go off in 8 hours. We have to get off. We have 8 hours to leave this place. So, yeah.
And you said Vera was the one who was attempting to kill me?
Yes.
On the order.
Okay.
Of...
Then we should rescue. Then we should rescue as many people from the settlement as we can.
There's a
That's why you
problem
don't
with that.
deviate from the plan.
Huh?
That's why you don't deviate from the plan.
Oh god. Well, I mean, yeah. I was trying to.
I mean, we're supposed to tell him that the captain tried to have him killed, right?
Oh shit, that's right. God damn.
So just tell him.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, unless I'm wrong, someone jump in if I'm wrong.
So Vera did insinuate that you should just suggest to him that there is, the assassin's identity can't be known.
Oh, fuck! I already gave it away that Vera was the one that tried to kill.
Yeah. So eliminating the assassin kind of then makes it so he can try to rescue other people.
Ah, shit! Dang it!
Well, that's why we don't deviate from the plan.
I know. It was just, I just forgot.
Do you want me to give you a one-time oopsie daisy reverso of this?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So we'll just do the same thing again. Or I mean, we'll just
Pretend like you said the right
level,
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just level with him.
Yeah. Okay.
For once in your life.
Well, okay. It wasn't that. It was just me as a player that forgot. That's why I kind of.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
But yeah, so I'll just say, instead of telling Vera that, I'll say like there's another assassin trying to kill you.
By the order of the Duke of Denap.
Yes. And we don't know
The
who it
Duke,
is.
right, is the one that's trying to kill him.
Well, the Duke wants him dead.
Yeah.
It could be anybody, and if we take anyone with us, one of them could be the assassin. So it might be good not to take anybody.
Besides, we don't have much room.
He snaps his helmet shut. But you can kind of see a little flash of emotion run across his face before then.
Oh, Sean, you made him cry.
He barks an order to his Marines and says, "Get those two moved over to the secondary barracks by the settlement walls. The doctors can look at them later. They're stabilized. They need to look at other people." The doctors protest a little bit, but the Marines are dressed in full battle dress, so they follow his orders. Both you and Veronica, Ukluna, are kind of escorted by these Marines down the street. You can hear Veronica say, "Hey, bring my fucking armor, you jarheads."
Yeah, get their things, please.
Yeah, please and thank you.
One of them does go back, and you see that he's carrying a sack that's kind of clanking along as he's following you guys, which presumably her armor is in there.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go up to Veronica and say to her, "How you feeling, by the way?"
I feel like I got nuked and my arm got blown off.
Yeah, I'm sorry this happened to you.
Buy me a new arm and we'll be square.
Yeah, no, I was already planning on it.
Good, because I'm not left-handed.
Ah, gotcha. Neither am I, so I get it.
All right.
Taylor, I don't really get it because I'm not missing an arm, but you get the thing, right?
The thing?
Yeah, you get the analogy, kind of. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
She like pauses for a second and goes, "Ha ha ha! Yes, funny joke. Sorry, it was a bit recent."
Yeah, no,
She's kind of waving the stump at you.
You're right. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, kind of offensive on my part. But yeah, no, I'll once we get out of here, I will get your arm all patched up.
One of the Marines that's kind of like hauling her to her feet leans forward a little bit to you, Guy McCore, and says, "Half of comedy is timing."
Ah, thank you.
And then the Marine says, "Oh, no, thank you. You helped save all our lives. You're the reason that I'll be able to see my kids in a few months."
Oh, you got kids. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. They're going to really be happy to see you when you get back.
I know, especially since their mom died before this trip.
Oh, and their mom's dead too. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so
Yes,
sorry about that.
it's just be my dad looking after them.
Oh, gotcha. And how old's your dad?
You know, at this point, mid-70s.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
At this
Uh,
point.
Hey, here's a weird question. Can I have your address? Be like, hey, I'm the one who saved you, Uncle
Just gonna
God McCord.
elbow him in the ribs.
Actually, what's your name? Sorry.
This one is actually the Marine that was helping you out before. Jack Bolin.
Okay. I'm gonna after we leave, I'm gonna talk to Slems and be like, okay, Slems, put in your notebook, adopt Jack Boland's kids.
Lems looks at you quizzically. What notebook?
Oh right, shit, I don't know about the notebook. Sorry, he'll write his own notebook.
When you get to the barracks, you find it empty. This is like a secondary barracks that you've come to. The Vigilant dismisses the Marines and tells them, hey, start to relax. The danger is through. Here is my final order to you before dinner. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy every minute.
He says ominously.
And as they leave, Jack actually slips you a piece of paper, Gani McCor, which has the information on his home world and everything. And he says to you, hey, again, thanks for helping out, Captain. You ever want to give me a visit down over there? I'll show you a good time. And, maybe you can meet my family.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Wasn't he from our planet too?
No, he wasn't from Drynax.
No, not Drynax.
Oh, no,
our planet.
Our planet.
Yeah.
Capital O, our planet.
Not our planet.
Yes.
Our
planet.
planet.
Yes. He's from your planet, our planet as well.
Y'all's planet.
This is a real who's on first situation.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess that would hit Gani McCor even more personally.
Yep. Like, yeah, I'll be honest. Gani McCor is like really torn up inside right now because, like, on the one hand, like, he doesn't like the idea of people dying, I guess, or like, he feels like he just signed everyone's death warrant, which he hates because, like, he likes to think of himself as like a decent person. And right now, he doesn't feel like he's a decent person. But on the other hand,
well, he's not. He's gonna have to come to peace with that.
He's got to protect his crew first, I guess. So.
You're a drug addict.
And you have tits.
You're a drug addict that wants to eat live human brains to keep himself young forever.
Hey, everyone has flaws.
You're definitely in the gray areas here.
Yeah, the gray matter area.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
Once they're gone, Vigilant is kind of like sighing and says, look, he tosses, he brought some of the harnesses that were used on Slems before. All right. I got harnesses for me. Slems, you could get the other two. We'll get as much distance between us and the settlement as possible.
Okay. Hey, can we get is there any spare power armor for Veronica here? Can we just like throw her in a completely brand new one?
The only other, all the power armor is being utilized.
Oh.
You'd have to kill one of the Marines to take it from them. And considering
No.
what's about to happen to them anyway,
If that's what you're suggesting.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, well, Yeah, me neither. I feel like
I feel bad enough that I'm not able to try to rescue any of them because I have no idea who this assassin, or if there might be multiple assassins.
Okay.
I don't know. How many people are in the crew from Denab? Any of them could be. Or who knows? I mean, Denab's a big place.
Yeah.
Deneb is a region of
Yes.
space, so it
Yes.
encapsulates many worlds.
Yes, that's
Unfortunately.
what I said. Denab is a big place. Could be anybody.
could even be a boat.
What?
Well,
It could be
Let's
an
get outta here.
inanimate object. It could be.
That is a Family Guy reference.
It could. Oh, the mystery gift.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I
you could
remember.
yeah, I'm sorry.
My partner John would have cackled at that because he's the one out of the two of us that really enjoys Family Guy.
Gotcha.
I'm more of a Bob's Burgers.
Such a good.
Is there anything else you all need to do before we leave?
no.
No, probably just come to terms with myself about this, I guess.
Is
Well, you'll have-
Gani McCoy religious?
No,
Unless there's any bottles of alcohol between here and there. But I think it's all back at the feast hall, so no.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
I would suggest to let them have it. Let them celebrate while they can.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, unless there are any supplies in this barracks.
Is it Clooney here, by the way?
Everybody's
Yes.
here.
So,
He's on the stretcher.
and it's just us, right? Nobody else.
Yes.
Cluna, I guess. How do you feel about this? Like, you know.
I just was unconscious. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
We're leaving. The city's gonna blow up in 7.5 hours.
Oh no, that
Yeah.
wow. I'll tell you.
We're taking Vigilant with us.
I'm not that. I'm not sure I'm that tore up about it. I have not, and I've been keeping this to myself mostly the entire time. But I've not had a great time on this planet, and I'm very excited to be done with it.
I don't think any of us have had a great time on this planet, in all honesty.
I mean, I fucking hate it here. I'm literally bringing baggage back with us.
The murdering. Yes, and my family.
We'll find an airlock for him.
Yes, I hate it here, and the worst part is murdering 600 people.
Yeah, it could be more.
Actually, if you wanted
Slems
to,
makes direct eye contact with Andrew and says, "I assure you, I'm suffering the most here."
Monty, if you wanted to, after he gets out of his armor, you could just kill him. I'll take his brain.
Whoa, whoa!
Are you
That-
out loud while he's in the same room with you?
No, I said to Monty.
That is outlandish enough in character that it would probably just be played off as a joke.
Yeah, good old Ganny.
And his
Talking about eating people's brains.
his weird brains fetish.
Well, don't mind him. That's just his drug tits talking.
That's it.
Well, I'll say if you take this at like a very reasonable slow speed, you can fly like 2 people out without having to make a roll. But if you want to go like quickly, I would have you make a roll for your belt.
We have time.
Well, I mean, do I need to? How many hours do we have to get away?
8.
Who knows?
You have like
7.
7 hours at this point.
I'm gonna talk to Andrew. I'm gonna say, "Hey, can you contact the ship for us?"
I got a
don't have to
10,
wait
buddy.
to
We're taking our shirts off to create sails to fly
Unless I
away from the town even faster.
Unless I can change the frequency on that earpiece, I don't have a way to do it.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't.
Shit.
Can I change
All right,
the frequency on that?
So you all fly away from the settlement. For Slems, it's at a brisk pace. For your boyfriend, he has to slow down to, keep pace with you. And
Yeah, he's more physically fit. That pretty much explains the love life too.
7 hours later, as darkness hits and the settlement is long out of sight, there is a flash of light behind you on the horizon. And then there is a massive blue flash that occurs.
Guy's just looking somberly out the window as this happens.
Well, you're strapped to the back of Slems. Like, I can imagine Slems purposely put you on his back so you'd have to look out at it.
Yeah, probably.
Look at what you did.
But he's okay. So he's just somberly
Jin.
looking at it, and he's just gonna say, "Did we do the right thing here, guys? Did I do the right thing here?"
I didn't do anything, Captain.
I'm gonna say I'm sure they'll be okay.
It's war, sir.
I'm choosing to be
And the rest of the
optimistic.
Imperium.
I know, but I feel like if I would have done something different, like we could have saved them
What?
all.
What could you have done?
At what cost?
Yeah, I know. I don't like.
I can
this
take
stuff.
you back, Captain,
These
if
people
you
died
wanna.
2 years. These people died 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess that's
She
true.
says as if she were reassuring herself as much as anyone else.
At this point, Gani McCord, you hear a crackle in your ear, and you hear Vera's voice. Good job. You want to pick me up?
Sure.
Does Akluna hear this?
No, this is in the earpiece of Gani McCord right now. He's like, okay, I can see you up in the sky heading, and she gives you a heading.
I want to make sure this isn't like one of the helper we said we were going to help, then decided not to help. Can I roll like an insight check on this?
Sure.
Make sure I'm not being like psionic, I guess.
Oh, if it was psionic, you have no defense against that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so don't worry.
Roll 2d6 plus 1.
Okay. 6.
I mean, you're surprised to hear from her because you probably assumed she was dead.
I'll be like, oh, you didn't die in the explosion.
It does sound like her.
I'll be like,
Who didn't die in the explosion?
Vera, she was asking for a pickup.
And we're gonna do that because why?
Well, I mean, she had a wife.
Okay, listen to me.
There's no way we get this shipyard if she's alive.
Yeah. Vera is always spinning a web. I would advise you to ignore and
Tell her we're on it.
Yeah. Say we'll be right there, and we just go along on our way.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, we'll be right there, and then I'm gonna take out the headpiece and give it to Andrew.
I don't suppose I have what I need to reprogram the frequency on this.
I would say not. You don't really, especially as you're in the harness now, flying along. You do hear Vera in your ear saying, "You don't seem to be changing your direction. Can I assume you're going to be attempting to abandon me?"
Then I'll just drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, Gunimcore feels even worse now because it said he was like, "Oh, yeah, what about your wife and everything?" Now, like, he has a chance to save her.
No, she. I will reassure Gani McCord and say she would have been trying to find a way to kill us.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
So heading along on the path that you're on, you actually do see a familiar silhouette coming to you in the darkness. And as you come to a halt midair, you can see it's your ship hovering in front of you.
All right.
The airlock opens as you approach.
Is the sound it makes.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna be like, Okay, so once we do it, I'm gonna make my way to the bridge to get in contact with the AI helper.
Well, the second that you get into the ship, the intercoms in the corridors activate and says, "Good work on eliminating the threat."
Yes. Now about that ride.
Now get the fuck off our ship.
Yeah, now get the fuck off our ship.
Yes, please exit our systems peacefully.
I will be allowing your leaving of this moon. But first, I need to address certain key memories you have of this place.
Speaking of that, would you allow me to have one key memory
Speak.
instead of the ride?
Which is?
So I got shaped, and I'd like to keep my memory of that as like, a wholesome memory, I guess.
That way, Gani McCord doesn't wake up and wonder why he has breasts.
That memory. 2 of you have been shaped. Interesting.
Yeah, it's been a long last couple days.
Unfortunately, I am incapable of shaping. That is a unique ability of the last people.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Well,
There's kind of like no more last people though, right? Were they all over there too?
No, just
Last
those,
one.
because they're like they have little tribes all over the
just one
planet.
settlement. Just one settlement.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah,
the last people.
They're all around the planet.
Like where we originally started with the first dragon that we're talking to now. They're like they've got last people over there.
I will be modifying your memories before you leave. I cannot leave the memory of you being shaped. It will cause you to have questions.
You're not gonna alter any memories of the shipyard, right? We're gonna be able to take that and we'll just be on our way.
I do not care where you take your trash.
Okay, first of all, rude. Second of all, wasn't an answer to my question.
It sounds like that. Yes, he is going to let us take it.
You can leave with your detritus.
I'm gonna leave with your detritus.
But that sounds.
That's how it's pronounced, detritus.
Detritus.
I'd
Sounds
say it's been fun, but
Space junk.
it hasn't, and
And
won't
fuck you,
remember
thank
you
you.
anyway.
The word.
Yeah, I'm glad I won't be remembering you.
Also about that ride though.
As you say that, there is a flash of light.
Like Men in Black.
And you all are on the bridge.
Wait. Hold on. That happened a little too quick.
While
everyone's
no.
Okay.
You're. Oh, okay. Well, what's one thing that Slems was doing while this conversation was happening?
Well, no. I was going to add my piece since everyone's making their requests on special memories and whatnot.
Since we're meeting with the Wizard of Oz, we all want
exactly. I was gonna ask specifically if my boyfriend could maybe not remember that we were boyfriends, so I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Okay.
And then can we have the the flash of green light hit?
We have an extra person. How's that gonna work?
So, you are all on the bridge. Right now, you are sitting in empty space, looking down at the shipyards. The shipyard is not in orbit of anything. It's just sitting here in the interstellar space between stars. And you are awaiting the final go ahead from your Hiver team that the jump drives are ready to go, and they're awaiting for you to tell them where to go. You all kind of think upon the past few months that you've been here, finding the shipyard adrift in space with its lone survivor of the bastard son of the Emperor who survived an assassination attempt and joined up with your crew after you saved him.
I'm gonna laugh if Slems makes the same exact mistake twice. If he sees him, he's like, "Hey."
Yeah, would he? 'Cause I mean,
That was kind of my plan, but
you two do still have memories of an illicit affair that you've been having for the past few months, though have not been open about on the ship, though probably people have heard you. And the fact that there was a hideous accident on the shipyard when Ukluna got very badly injured on a distant part of the shipyard and tried to repair himself with a malfunctioning autodock, which fucked up his eyes into the condition that they currently are in.
Okay, so I'm really looking forward to hearing the excuse of how Gani McCour sprouted breasts.
There's no other.
Huh?
I mean, they're not. He doesn't have giant breasts.
Does he not?
yeah, no.
Because that's how.
No.
That's okay.
No,
Well,
not at all.
well, if it's
Not active.
as you might have guessed, that's how I've been imagining your character for the last 2 hours.
yeah, actually, could I?
I mean, literally, the only thing I ever said about that was that he just had tender nipples.
Could I have giant ones though?
I guess I kind of editorialized that in my brain as something else.
I did too, actually.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something? After the third or fourth time I said something about breasts.
I was just
thought
having
you were
fun.
just joking.
I legit thought Gani McCour was like walking around with a rack. Like,
Nope.
all
Nope.
right.
Just tender nipples.
Well, I'm a little less interested in all of this now. If I'm not.
Yeah,
But here the Hivers send you a message saying, Captain, the jump drives are finally ready. Where do you want us to take the shipyard?
take it back to Drynax, please.
The Drynax, are you sure? We were originally contracted to...
Well, let's review. Hold on, before you answer that, Captain. What were our options again?
So the ship, you were originally contracted by the
Government of Bullhigh.
Yep, the government of Bullhigh, to bring it back to them to use as their new shipyard.
And I think we also kind of determined that that would be a cool place to have a friendly shipyard for us to stop at, right?
But then you discovered that this particular shipyard isn't a regular shipyard. It's a very highly advanced military class shipyard that the Imperium lost. That is much more valuable and rare.
Yeah.
The second we bring that back into the system, your X is gonna have a field day, so we cannot take it back to Blue.
Oh, right, the
Taking it back
crazy
to
admiral
Blue-
lady,
taking
right?
it back to Blue would be paramount to turning it back over to the Imperium.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Drynax.
Yeah.
We have to take it to Drynax for its own safety. We'll figure out what to do with Blue later, but since this is the Imperial shipyard, the second she sees it, she will claim it for herself.
Just to make sure there, Richard, I don't have these, right?
Oh, God.
The one on the right, I presume.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah, you
can I?
don't have that, no.
Can I?
I mean, if you want
anything
to...
is possible. in
Yeah,
Drynax.
yes, I want
I
to.
mean,
Sean,
if
why
you
don't
want
you
to-
why don't you just do this in character creation? You were gonna do a new character anyway, right?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, just make a busty maiden.
Okay,
I mean, your character can always get plastic surgery.
that's true. But actually, while before we leave off, can my character just start his things start like lactating or something on the bridge?
You're leaking, sir. It's like that in the first season of House of the Dragon.
So no, you don't randomly start lactating right now.
Oh darn. Okay, I think it'd been funny.
You have to roll for it.
Yeah.
But the shipyard in front of you disappears as it flashes out of real space. You can see those of you on the sensors, the familiar radiation traces of a successful jump having taken place.
And it's pointing in the direction of Drynax, like we told them.
It is pretty much impossible to deduce just from looking where a ship is jumping to. It doesn't have to orient itself or anything like that. It's mostly making the calculations.
Did they acknowledge our order to take it to Drynax?
I think they did, didn't they?
They did.
Oh, okay.
So, should we also go to Drynax to meet with the king and tell him?
Yeah, go and lap up. I mean, he should be ready to praise us. Also, it might be a good place for us to buy some shit too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you will be making your jump to Drynax, and Barbie has kind of been ready for this for a while, so she inputs the coordinates. The drive spins up.
So is Veronica on the bridge?
What happened to Veronica?
Yeah.
Veronica.
What the fuck happened to your hand, Veronica?
Yeah, where's your arm?
Why is it just a little stump?
You all have the memory that she had a similar accident like Ukluna.
Oh, so she also tried to heal herself with the auto doctor.
And unfortunately she wasn't within the range to actually retrieve her arm before it basically flew out into space too far.
Yeah.
So she just has a stump at the moment.
Gotcha.
Okay, just for what about all of my journals?
Oh yeah.
So here's the thing. Okay, so
they don't exist. So all of the grievances you listed aren't there anymore.
As everybody kind of goes back to their own thing, some people head back to bed for the night and whatnot. Slems, when you head back to your room, and in fact, in this new little timeline, you weren't given back your ship shares because your event didn't happen. But as you look into your books, you see entire pages that you do not recognize writing, detailing the events of your crew being on a mysterious moon and dragons and betrayals of all of these different scales and of a triumph that finally got your ship shares back and everything. But it just seems, you would think that it reads like fan fiction to you, but you could recognize that it's all in your own handwriting.
Okay, so Slems reads over this a couple of times, and he takes out the red pen.
And you especially note that when the system and the star was discovered, they purposely outvoted you for what you were going to name it.
We didn't outvote you. Someone won the naming contest.
No, a spy was put in charge of tallying up the final votes, and no one else was allowed to verify the count.
Sounds to me like maybe
according to these papers that I'm reading.
It sounds like that spy might have made a really good spy master.
And so as the last bit of this session, what's Slem's last action?
Okay, so he pulls out his red pen, which is a special direct note to his editor, which is Casil, and he puts potential spin-off for its own story. I don't know about any of this, but maybe we should leave it in anyway. Period. And then he puts the notebook back in without a second thought. And
I suppose Slems would probably just assume that you got really high or really drunk and just made something up.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he's just like, this is good enough.
It's good, a little derivative, but it's all right.
Yeah, I would do all of this. Oh yeah, look, they all voted against me again. I believe it.
Yeah, that's believable.
I believe it.
So, congratulations. The crew of Salvation's End managed to secure themselves a military-grade shipyard that's on its way to Drynax and survive the moon of the last people.
All that character progression, everything, all that character development just gone.
Yeah.
It was a dream the whole time.
Yeah. So are we going to get like a buttload of money when we get back to Drynax?
That's a conversation.
I assume the king will want to shower us with gifts and trinkets and things.
We went above or beyond on this one,
Yeah.
We will see you next time.
All right.
Pirates of Drynax, Gungans and Dragons edition.
So, my partner and I started watching, what movie? No Good Country for Old Men. Is that the right?
No Country for Old Men.
Yes. Yeah, with Javier Bardem and this film has been under my radar since its release, and I've never seen it. So we're about to go finish that, which is why I'm bringing it up, because I'm about to go and pop some popcorn and finish it. And I had it on very good authority that it was a fantastic movie. I just hadn't gotten around to seeing it yet. And my partner usually falls asleep during movies. Like within about 30 minutes, he starts to kind of doze off. And he has not done that. That's how good it's been. So
yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna go see it now. So if you're still here, if you're one of the 20,000 followers on Facebook, thank you so much. I'll be back with Ben from Britain tomorrow for some zombies. Hope you can come in for that as well. And we'll see you guys later.